Ocean and Kanye might have been kissing while they was recording this. You ever think about stuff like this?
That was one of my favorite songs, though. No Coach in the World is tough.
Very tough tune.
Crazy.
Very tough.
I never thought about them two kissing.
That me neither.
I just thought about it. I'm like, damn, Frank Ocean was killing that hook with penis on his breath, probably.
What?
Salute to Frank Ocean, though.
We don't even know. What's going on?
All right. Anyway,
let's
get to the latest with Loren.
Right. All right, y'all. A few more moments from the BET Awards last night. Doechii won Best Female Hip Hop Artist, and she took the stage in a powerful acceptance speech. Let's take a listen to Doechii.
First of all, thank you so much, BET. This is my first BET Award, so this means a lot to me. I grew up watching this. But as much as I'm honored by this award, I do want to address what's happening right now outside of the building. There are ruthless attacks that are creating fear and chaos. Trump is using military forces to stop a protest. And I want y'all to consider what kind of government it appears to be when every time we exercise our democratic right to protest, the military is deployed against us. People are being swept up and torn from their families, and I feel it's my responsibility as an artist to use this moment to speak up for all oppressed people, for Black people, for Latino people, for trans people, for the people in Gaza, and I hope we stand together, my brothers and my sisters, against hate, and we protest against it.
That's a solid way to use your platform. I always feel like when stuff like that happen, though, like what's next after the artist does that? Like, you raised awareness, but what's the call to action? And that had to be tough for BET producers because you have to either choose to ignore what's going on outside, to put on your show, or that's it.
Yeah,
you know
and
you either acknowledge it or ignore it.
But they didn't acknowledge it. They just let whoever won acknowledge it. But they didn't necessarily acknowledge it.
Yeah,
right?
I'm saying, but for that being the backdrop of LA, you would feel like, that has to be a tough thing to decide to do in a room. Because you either acknowledge it or ignore it.
Yeah, and it's hard to ignore because when I tell you all weekend we've had to be moving around the protest and stores being broken, so much different stuff.
Well, they
here
definitely
in LA.
ignored it because they didn't do anything.
But I just mean if you're here in person, to your point, it should have bled over into the show because in real life
everybody is not there and we don't know, you know what I'm saying? So it would have been great for
in real life. You couldn't ignore it.
Or do you use the show as an escape? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's a tough decision for producers.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes. Now, also on the stage, the Ultimate Icon Award went down. Snoop Dogg, Mariah Carey, Jamie Foxx, Kirk Franklin received this award. Snoop Dogg's award was presented by Dr. Dre, and the Ultimate Icon Award is where these artists are recognized for their decades of contributions in music, entertainment, advocacy, and community impact. Let's take a listen to the performance that happened by Snoop Dogg when receiving this award.
Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. And when the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. 1, 2, 3 until the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Timeless classic hit.
Hey, you know I'm mopping with the D.R.E. Hold up.
How you not gonna be crip walking at 73 with records like this?
Hey, can I bring my homeboys out here?
He brought Corrupt out.
Yes. Warren G.
He brought Warren G out too. Yep.
I'll always be broke. I never have no mother effing endo to smoke.
Yo,
he killed it.
They sounded good too. They sounded the same.
Backstage went crazy. A lot of the crew last night was from LA too. They went crazy last night, especially when Corrupt hit the stage and then Warren G hit the stage as well too.
Even the dancers, I'm sorry, Lauren, the dancers and the people who were playing the instruments, like the band, everything. I love how they had the tuxedos mixed with the LA flannel. You know what I mean? It was lit. It was a whole a whole thing for Black people in the West Coast, man.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. It's all good till you hear that at a freak off.
It was still classy. You stupid.
Jamie Foxx also was presented his icon award.
And Daz wasn't there. We didn't see Daz Dillinger. He didn't pull up. Just Corrupt did. But go ahead.
Yes. Jamie Foxx, he received his Impact Award from Stevie Wonder, and he had all of us in tears while there. Let's take a listen to Jamie Foxx.
I cannot even begin to express the love that I feel from everybody out there. I gotta be honest, when I saw the memoriam, I was like, man, that could have been me. But I don't know why I went through what I went through, but I know my second chance I'm not gonna turn down. I'm not gonna turn down. I have so much love to give. I told him, I said, man, just give me one more crack at this. And I promise, I said, whatever reason you put this on me, I promise I'm gonna do right. When I did my special, it was from the black people. Black people was the one that said, man, we got you. Not to say that white people can't pray either. I know that sounds weird, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's like,
I know what you're saying.
It's like, you guys held me down, and I don't want to make this whole speech about that, but you can't go through something like that and not testify.
Amazing speech he gave. The funniest part was when Stevie Wonder came to hand him the trophy. Because Stevie was on some like, all right, bro, I'm old. I can't be standing up here for this long now. Okay?
Yeah, sure. And I love how he took it back. Remember some years back when at an award show, Elton John gave a tribute to Stevie Wonder, and he said, Stevie L. And Jamie Foxx had brought that moment back. I thought that was pretty dope, too.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Jamie Foxx had joked Elton John for that.
Stevie was like, I love seeing you. I love seeing you perform. I love seeing you. I love seeing the crowd.
Yes.
Stevie Wonder got better vision than all of us. You best believe that.
Jamie Foxx said I had a joke, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna leave Stevie alone. But Tyler Perry also
he still did the joke?
Still did it.
He did. I think he did. He well.
No, he did
a joke. He did a joke.
When he was wandering around.
I thought it was gonna be worse than that.
That was hilarious.
It was so funny.
Steve
Tyler Perry also hit the stage. He brought out Lettucey, but he called out the Hollywood studios in a heavy flex. Let's take a listen.
As he should.
Yep.
Black women have held me down, and I appreciate you like you would not believe. You keep sending everything to #1, including Straw this weekend, so thank you so much for that. And pretty soon you'll be sending Divorced Sisters to #1, so thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I want to talk to you about this thing that is happening in this country, and I want you to pay attention to it. Don't miss this. They are removing our books from libraries. They are removing our stories and our history. They went into Tulsa, Oklahoma, and tried to burn down Black Wall Street, but yes, we are still building businesses, making our way, building companies, becoming CEOs, because we are still building, leaving footprints. I have made more black millionaires, hear me when I say this, than any studio in this city combined.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all put a clues bomb for Tyler Perry, man.
I still can't help not to hear Madea. Every time. Every time he get passionate, get into it, I hear Madea. But yes, that was a lovely speech. For sure.
Yes.
So in one of my group chats last night, somebody said, do we really need another Madea movie? Yes,
we do.
Because Negroes got to work.
Absolutely.
What that mean? Madea goes to Bahamas?
No, it's
a destination. It's something like that. Madea's final destination.
Then there's like a wedding. It's something about a wedding.
What is it? Something.
Madea's destination wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Destination wedding. Yeah. Madea's final destination would be fire.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw Tyler Perry yesterday backstage, and I was like, oh my, I kind of like fanned out because you hear so much about him. I never seen him in person, and I was like, wow, that's Tyler Perry. But there were so many people last night.
Did you say hi?
I didn't get a chance. They were bringing him out to introduce for that moment right there. So they were just whistling him by. But everyone I talked to backstage for BET last night, Tyler Perry was like the biggest conversation, and how much he does for people.
Absolutely.
Which we always hear, but man, in person, people were just speaking his praises. It was good to see. Last night felt really good.
The lights are on at BET because of Tyler Perry.
That's right.
Tyler Perry and then Miss Pat, but the lights are really on because of Tyler Perry. What else would BET have if it wasn't for Tyler Perry?
Man, shout out to also Leon Thomas. Shout out to him. Shout out to Chris Brown for winning the Viewers' Choice Awards.
Glorilla won.
Shout out to Glorilla actually shocked me. She won
gospel award.
Yeah, Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspirational Award for Rain Down on Me.
Yeah, she won over Kirk Franklin.
She won.
Rightfully
Lamar
so.
took.
And then she went on stage and she's accepted that stage like a Memphis artist would. The twos and threes. I love it.
And
Kept it
Tiana
very
was
true.
front and center with Aaron Pierre, holding that little elbow tight. I said, okay, they done popped out.
Her man, and Tiana Taylor and Taraji did an amazing job on the stage last night.
Tiana Taylor
too.
Yeah, they did.
It was so much, Yesterday's show was so good. It was so much stuff. It was so full.
And there was a lot of class. This is the classiest that I've ever seen BET be. So, you know, I really, really want to give a shout out to that. There was a lot of big wigs in the building, and they had to do it right this year. So
I was happy to see Drewski and Casanat too, just talking about people in the building.
Yeah, I was happy to see that too. I wanted to see them more and better used for the BET Awards because they know what they doing, you know what I mean? But I'm happy to see a couple of my peers out there too. Shout out to B. Simone and Pretty V and my guy DC Young Fly. So
yes, Pretty V did a really good job on the pre-show too.
Always.
I know we got to wrap, but yes, it was so many people there.
Well, that's the latest with Loren. We'll see you next hour, Loren. Everybody else, donkey today. Who you giving that donkey to?
Man, we need a pastor named Roy. He already in the congregation, so you just walk on up to the front. We'd like to have a word with you, Pastor.
His name is Pastor Roy?
Pastor Roy.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.